We're back everybody in another installment of Pokemon Omega Ruby AzureBlaze in the house today. If folks are excited for this episode, be sure you guys hit that like button. You guys are awesome. Indeed, all the also join the Fire Tech community today, of course. And we have a wonderful episode for us today. Happy Friday. And also, I do want to try at least release these episodes at least maybe I'll try to think of it maybe every Friday. Really on Fridays, since I have no streaming on Fridays, so I have the time to hopefully get some Ruby content out of the way on Friday. So essentially, I can have something new for once on this channel. Especially have more variety. Spend a little bit. We'll also include Genshin as well too. Just doing a lot of daily stuff, I guess. We'll have some footage of that. Just want to do some test stuff on the new OBS studio because it got updated actually. It fixed the glitches and stuff too. So that I've been having recently. So ready to go for today. We got some Pokeballs. No recap this, only our Torchic with us. We haven't got anything yet. I do also want to show you guys how to, of course, we'll have some new materials today. And we're also going to get something brand new, but it's kind of new to the remake. Azure! Hey, how's it going? This is for my dad. He said he forgot to give it to you here. Yes, this is the PokeNav Plus. So basically May or Brendan comes out. If you're playing as a female, or May, whatever, Brendan will show up. He'll give you the PokeNav Plus from their dad, really, depending on what gender you play. This is the PokeNav Plus. So this is if you see a little Pikachu on the right side of your screen, or below, or actually below it. So you play from your perspective, you can see on the bottom right of your screen over there. So that's we'll also get some new stuff too. The app just added to PokeNav Plus. It's called the Dex Nav. It can tell you lots of Pokemon living in each area and that kind of stuff. It's a handy app if you're trying to catch lots of different Pokemon. All right, I guess it's about time to use Dex Nav. Do some more Pokemon catching myself. Azure, you should use Pokeballs. I give you early to do a bit of catching too. All right, so we have our new. So we're gonna switch sides here actually. So I'll show you guys the position of this is probably the most fun part about this game. This is probably the most interesting. So instead of you have your map, you use this like kind of like your Dex Nav. Also, you do two things. Go over to settings here. Text speed to fast. Battle effects on. Switch style save. Well, this game's a little bit. We'll actually make it a little bit difficult. Actually, let me make this a little bit difficult. Why not? Let's have. Also, this is my stylus here, so. My digital stylus here. Force save. Button mode. Let's just switch our battle styles, switch on, battle effects on. Well, let's actually set to set. Set to set. There we go, that makes sense. Button mode, no. Okay, that's fine. So we'll actually make it a challenge. We're not going to see what Pokemon we're going to predict. We'll probably do a lot of switching stuff. This game is surprisingly easy, but we'll make it a challenge for ourselves. So since it's not really Nuzlocke, really, not really. But let's just say we'll change this stuff here. And the second thing we need to do, I want to show you guys the screen here actually on the bottom left. This is mostly the Dex Nav, which you see also cuts most of explorations. And I believe you just gently use your. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. It might not work actually, so we can't probably be able to sneak too much. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think so. So let's see what I get our first set here. We have a Whirlpool to start things off. That's our first encounter. I ain't explaining Whirlpool too much here. So. With Whirlpool's sake, I was thinking of this is especially what's good about this. We're going to talk about team building really in this game. It's interesting to see what ones you want to get. Now the ones I actually had to list it. Also, if you look at Discord server, if you guys are from the Discord server, of course, I did list up the mods I want to use in my team a while back, but I don't know if you guys remember. So I'll make it clear that those people who haven't seen it, it'll be a bit of a treat of the team I'm actually going to build this project. So it's going to be very interesting. I might really get some mods early, later on, but it will be a challenge because I don't know. Some of the mods I don't really remember too well. I'll probably use the ones I don't really use often. obviously I used Blaziken before, but I'm just saying, you know, we'll probably have some different new ones. So I think we'll see some big surprises here. Those people who have never played Gen 3 before, or the remakes. So, but Wurmple's sake, I do like Wurmple though. Beautifly or Dustox is a pretty fun one to have. I remember having Dustox in a copy of this, so especially with Wurmple can evolve to 2 different mons, depending on what, I guess, from evening or daytime. In the daytime, I believe, you have to evolve, I believe, it to level 7. You evolve it to a Silcoon, you can get a Beautifly, which you can get in the daytime. I believe that's the case in some evolutions, but if you evolve it in the nighttime with the Wurmple, you get a Cascoon, and evolve it. It'll just basically it's mostly average like Cocoon or Moth, and become a Dustox in the nighttime. I actually prefer Dustox over Beautifly. It's kind of crazy for me, it's sounding, but I kind of prefer just having Dustox, especially those psychic attacks. I mean, Beautifly can lose with grass type attacks too, which would be helpful. But Dustox is pretty solid. It especially has like poison psychic attacks, and then Beautifly it has bug and grass type attacks, which is pretty interesting. So it's kind of a cool, like, they have both have some interesting contrasting styles for like also having contrasting types. So especially that, like, you know, a bug can beat grass, and then, you know, poison weak to psychic, which is actually kind of interesting to have those 2 styles together. We also kind of realized that. So I like Wurmple though. I would love to have Wurmple on the side. I'm gonna get a first set of catching here. So let's actually do a little example. Since we saw the Poochyena last time, it's back again. Now we can catch it. And Mightyena is interesting to have, but also they have us 10 Pokeballs, by the way, too. Poochyena is interesting to have as well. This is the next Pokemon we also encountered. Here's our first catch. Make it more simple. Just weaken it, do the best you can, get the best luck you need, and then hopefully get it at some Pokedex. Alright, Poochyena, I know, is a bite Pokemon, weighing about 3 pounds. At first sight, Poochyena takes a bite of everything it moves. This Pokemon chases after prey until the victim becomes exhausted. However, it may turn tail if the prey strikes back. So we also can rotate around to see what the Pokedex look like too. Especially rotate the Pokemon around. We also can check the animation though. Especially when those howl and stuff too. Cool. No, we'll think of names. We'll think of Team Miller right now, but for now we'll have it at our side here. So we check our Poochyena's abilities. So as you can see, we also have our Dex now. We also got our Poochyena now caught, and potentially we can find Pokemon that's actually in the grass. We can find Mons also with different abilities too, and different new attacks, which is interesting. Like Poison Fang was interesting on the Poochyena, which is rare to see. Like that's, for example. Also, Quick Feet. So, actually, this is interesting for Poochyena. This one can actually have Quick Feet, which is a pretty good ability, and not a good Careful Nature, which is actually not. Actually, be a special tank if necessary, but Mightyena would be interesting to have. But we'll talk about team building, of course, in a minute. But having Quick Feet is also interesting, especially if it's burned or paralyzed or possibly poisoned. It can boost its speed if it has a status problem. So, any one of those status conditions I just said, it'll boost its speed, which is interesting. I've never seen Quick Feet, but it'll be interesting to have on a Poochyena. It's kind of weird ability. That might be one of the newer abilities, I believe, at Gen 6 at the time, so I could be wrong. Let's see if we can find the other 2. We found Wurmple. I do want to see if we can get a different Wurmple. Yeah, also, we never know we could get our first shiny here. We actually got, if you guys remember the shiny Parasect I got in Arceus, that was a great moment too. Definitely enjoyed that as well. So I definitely will probably keep these episodes low key. Probably a few edits here and there. So there he is, Zigzagoon, and my ex would say Zigzagoon. One thing I'll talk about Zigzagoon, it evolves level 20. I believe also for Poochyena to evolve at level 18 to a Mightyena, which it could, some months could evolve really quick early in the game. But for Zigzagoon's sake, really, it has pickup. That's the only thing I like about Zigzagoon. And there's also a lot of memes going around with Zigzagoon actually too, being like, you know, one of the the mon that just survives everything else. I've seen a lot of people actually, a lot of PokeTubers or Poke creators, a lot of trainers just use this Zagoon just to get the last bit of experience to the final mon and death by poison or whatever, or burn, and they get the they get the job done and level up like crazy. That's like that's the most fun I think in out of all the things. So it's a good example of how we can catch Pokemon too. Zagoon restlessly wanders around everywhere at all times. This Pokemon does so because it's very curious. It also becomes interested in anything that it happens to see. Which pickup is a great ability. I hope we get it. We can probably get another one if we can probably get another. If it's the right one, we can probably get our first try. Let's see. Yes! There we go. Perfect! Perfect first catch too. We actually have our first official catch, or it has pickup. It actually has a hell lot of too. Let's take that. Got a potion. Nice. So, for now, I'll add all that Zigzagoon to the team because we just need it for pickup, really, to see the pickup items for now. So we actually get a full team. So I'm excited to see what we're going to be building, which I'm looking forward to. And then there's Wurmple, which I already talked about. This is most of the basic 3-stars you can get. So we'll be able to catch this one. So let's see. So she'll get her first 3 encounters. Oh, I just knocked it out. Oops. That was a crit too. No worries about that one. We'll probably get that Wurmple too in a different place as well. Doesn't really matter. Azure over here. See right there, there's a tail sticking out. There's a Pokemon hiding there. It could be something else. You never know. And look here, you can check your Dex nav. Alright, looks like it's a Pokemon that was a pretty rare move too. Azure, try to get closer. Nice, real nice and slow. Push on the circle pad, stay close to the Pokemon hiding in the grass. You're almost there. Slowly. Remember, press lightly on the circle pad to sneak. God damn it! I don't know how the circle pad, like, it's really weird for me. The circle pad's not that bright. Yeah. It would be nice to have, you know. Yeah, apparently my my circle pad's not doing so great. I have to plug it in. So I can't use the circle pad too much. It does suck though. Alright, there we go. So we get our first set of like all 3 mons here in this route for now. And plus, once you do catch mon, you also get that. You hear that little critical capture, that's what it's called. If you throw it, you know, at a solid rate, you have a higher chance of actually getting a better chance to get a Pokemon captured, really, which will be nice to have. And plus, you can also get experience after you catch mons too. Same thing we did with X and Y. I want females here today. So, pretty much Wurmple's a fun mon. It evolves to level 7 to its Cocoon form, and then we'll go to, or either if you get Silcoon or Cascoon, and level 10, evolve it to Beautifly or Dustox, which is pretty early, really early in the game. We're not going to name our mons just yet. I don't have anything else I want to try and add on to. So as you can see, there's 3 types of crowns. There's a Bronze Crown, a Bronze Crown, Silver Crown, Gold Crown, which are everything else in the Hoenn Pokédex. But we'll probably be more in the future for now, but that's what they also include on too. You see a little over here. Good job, you caught them all. Thank you, but thanks, man. But there we go. Pretty much we have our first 3. We caught them all. You know what they say, gotta catch them all. Alright. I'm also gonna leave some cuts here. Once I go to Pokemon Center, I always cut them out, so we'll leave it time. We're not gonna leave it time since right now. This is only like the beginning of the game, so we'll do some cuts here and there. So far, so we'll leave it silent if you just cut them out, so that we can know. Hey, this will stay silent for a bit. And it's okay to have Pokeballs too. So we always like collect a whole bunch because I wanted to make sure we have extra stuff too. All right. probably get a few extras. Why not? Plus every 10 Pokeballs you get a Premier Balls as like for free, which is like a reverse Pokeball with the color difference switching from like from white to red. So it's a bit different. Also got antidotes here. We'll buy some antidotes just to get things sauteed. Alright, cool. And also, plus we have more than 6 months you can sword to the PC, so also it's gonna be really hot in here, especially since the heater's now back on. Oh, it's a hell item too, actually. Pechaberry. Ooh, okay. That's cool. Also, talk to people. You get free stuff sometimes, so you never know. You never know. Always stop on by. So we're back at 103 again. We're also gonna get that Wingull, but we're not gonna get it because fuck Wingull. Fuck Wingull. It's a piece of dog shit. All right, so looks like the dude who sketched the footprints are done now. Now we go to Route 102. Also, that's pretty cool. They also get Wingull to see as well. And then hit like press fast enough. Now I also can't really. Oh. So press over here. That's what I meant to do actually. Slowly. I can't really do it on my circle pad right now. It's not the best 3DS I have, so the circle pad's actually kind of loose. I can't do it slightly. But it has Charm, which is actually, this is the most of the hidden mon we also get to see. So it has Gluttony, but it's probably not the best ability. Potentially be a shiny, it'll be nice. So potentially like those stars will potentially be a shiny. But it has Charm for its first move, which is one of the newer. We don't see do Charm much. I'm trying to see if I can get to it, but I can't use the circle pack because this thing is not that great. Yeah, I can't really do much about it, so unfortunately I can't do much, so noble effort. Now we're at 102, mostly we're now heading west. Here's one of the newer mons actually you can see, is a C-Dot. Now, I believe in Alpha Sapphire, this is the Playmaker Ruby, this is exclusive mon. What this means is exclusive mons are a little bit different from which version you play. So say if you play Mega Ruby, you get Groudon exclusively from that game, for that version. If you play Alpha Sapphire, you get Kyogre. So it's a bit different. You can trade back and forth. You can probably do some trades here and there at the time. So you can get pretty much everything else from there, which is awesome. So pretty nice to have that extra stuff here too. So C-Dot's a fun mon to have. I wasn't really a big fan of C-Dot. Also, it does evolve into Nuzz level 14, and you have to wait till all the way up to like the Leaf Stone. Especially have to learn a better moveset from C-Dot, or from the list, especially you evolve with Leaf Stone, you get a Shift Tree, which that's how you pretty much evolve with a Leaf Stone. It's a pain, but Nuzleaf is an interesting mon to have. It's not the brightest grass type in the world, but I'd rather have Shroomish, which we'll see Shroomish in a little bit. We'll talk about Shroomish in a second. But C-Dot is an interesting mon. I never used Shift Tree before, never used it, so it could be a potential chance to use one of these mons too to help us out. Bide is dangerous, so it just once if you attack it, it'll just raise more damage. So I gotta be careful on that. Keep that in mind. We'll catch it for the Pokédex. It'll be helpful to actually learn some of these, some of these other monsters we want to get on the team. Not right now. All we have is Torture to start off with, so we'll put extra ones in back of the PC. And we'll hopefully by the next few episodes we'll probably start building our team, which would be nice to have. But it's a fun one, but it does seem a bit boring with its moveset, because it does get pretty. It does seem pretty crappy. I wasn't really a big fan of C-Dot or Shift Tree, but it can let's evolve, because I believe Nuzleaf will train to a Dark type, which is some pretty good moves. Like you can learn Thief really too. It's a good little basic Dark type move you can just use to steal items and stuff. It's a good competitive move as well too. But yeah, nice to see C-Dot exclusive. So that's what it means. Pretty much, it's exclusive to that version. So this one is a Mega Ruby exclusive. So I can't really. It'll be an OR or AS exclusive. So we got a lot of mons we can go to explore too. Alright. So we'll be level 10 at this point. We have our first battle since May, I believe, our first trainer battle coming up. So we're just gonna knock this out. Now probably we'll skip away a little bit, just so I can just see, making sure you guys all the mons in this route. There's a pretty few of them actually in this set, and that can be pretty solid here. So let's take a look if I can find some of them. Some are pretty rare. So maybe I'll just train up on. I'll probably explain a few things while I'm just trying to grind a little bit. It's level 10, I guess. Next up, I believe, also in the lineup, if we're here, is. Let me just see if I can find it. So I can find it real quick. Maybe not. I'm probably not able to find it actually here, so it's all good. But I believe you can get. You also can get some good mons. So also for if you play off of Sapphire, you get to have Lotad. I prefer Lotad over Seedot because Lotad becomes a water grass type, which can be really helpful for that gym, for the first gym I believe. So I don't say anything, but it'll be helpful for the first gym to be honest. Lotad is also from Alpha Sapphire, so you can't really get it from here. You get it from a trade. So with Lotad's sake, Lombre is nice. But only difference is you have to evolve. The same thing with Shift Tree. Only difference is you have to use a Water Stone to evolve your Lombre to Ludicolo. Let's have Sand Attack, which is nice. Cool. That will just lower accuracy pretty much. If we could find. But see, that can also be helpful if you have those extra hidden moves too, but especially when using the Dex Nav, it can really be helpful. Also, I believe we get the we also have we start with the ready choose move in the game, which is a big improvement for the first one. They did make the game a little bit slower. If you played the original RSC Ruby Sapphire and Emerald. But overall, Lombre is a fun. I prefer Lombre over Nuzleaf or Ludicolo over Shift Tree. In my opinion. Definitely helps out a lot, so she has a lot more diversity with water and grass. So it can be helpful. There was one mom I'm looking for, but I probably won't have it on a team yet because I haven't really decided the team too often. I might have to make some couple changes here. Unless we find a shiny, we're gonna have to use that. We're gonna have to use a shiny. If that would be crazy if we found a shiny, that would be insane. Very early in the game too, that would be clutch, man. Tell you what, that would be so awesome to have a shiny, just right off the get-go, have a shiny mon immediately. One mon missing. You guys can guess what the mon I'm looking for in this route? Let me know in the comments if you guys can figure it out. So it's a space. We're still looking now. I know I was supposed to train the other ones too, but I'm like, maybe you'll train. Might use Linoon at some point. Maybe else to have Linoon. I'll give you guys a few guesses, or I'll give you guys hints. It's one mon that becomes a fairy type actually, which is interesting. I'll probably get it probably won't get in this patch of grass. We'll see. You guys can guess it. It does become a fairy type actually later on Gen 6. So there's your hint for you guys. We'll play a little game while we wait. Play a little waiting game. So you guys can take some guesses in the comments. A lot of zigzaggers here. I also call my zigzaggers. That'd be pretty funny actually. Alright. We'll probably not be able to find it, but I'll tell you guys a little bit later. We have our first battle here. First youngster fight. Here we go, youngster Calvin, of course. With his good old Zigzagoon. Good old Torchic. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if I can burn it. Ooh! Oh, that was gonna be a crit. Okay. No, we're pretty much over leveled in this one. take care of that youngster. Oh, C-Dot, but unfortunately, nope. No, it's not Fujiana. It doesn't go fairy type. That's not until Gen 8, when another certain dark fairy type becomes at that level. Alright, it's me. Bug types, got it. AzureBlazeken for the win. Alright, Rick with Wurmple. No problem, says AzureBlazeken. And yeah, also for nicknames, like I said before in the previous episode, we'll have some nickname suggestions from the comment section. So all you have to do is have to place a comment and a name that has to be. We'll link some rules. Same thing with X and Y. You can leave nicknames, of course, if you want to. Or you guys on Discord, you can leave names for name suggestions for our team. So you might as well get this stuff early on my Discord server. So all you have to do is gotta join in. You can probably leave some name suggestions for the Discord server. I'll probably add that in as a channel, so you leave some nickname suggestions for any like animals or creatures, like for Ark or for Pokemon or any pet. Maybe some Warframe, really. Anything that really helps out. So nothing yet in this route. I don't know if we can get it right here. We can. I know we can, but it is like a 5% chance to get it. Oh, that must be Surskit. That's another mon I actually had Surskit on the team, but it became a Masquerade at the time. If you can get that too, it'd be nice. I really can't get the. So this one, Surskit, that cry was indeed a Surskit. So I'll explain Surskit too. It's a very interesting mon. It does kind of stink because it loses water type advantage having Masquerade because of bug flying. But Surskit is a pretty good mon to have that more of a pond skater. It's pretty cool. There it is! There it is! There you go. Ralts! If you guys guessed Ralts, you were right. You are correct. It is indeed. I remember I said about that hint about it's a fairy type. Well, guess what? In X and Y, they made Ralts to a fairy type, which obviously evolved to Curry at level 20, and then Gardevoir level 36. It's either level 30 or 36, but still, a fun mon to have. Probably the most popular Pokemon, male or female, doesn't matter. And remember, also Gen 4 they introduced Gallade, which we can get Gallade too, or Gallade they call it, but Gallade is gonna be an interesting mon to have. But it is a cute mon though. Ralt is a good mon. Of course, we can probably name this one Raltis. It is a male. Shout out to Raltis over there on Twitch, on one of my mods, but. I'm sure Raltis I'll have to name him Raltis. But this is in honor of the meme we made for Raltis, so he becomes Ralts for sure. Its physical defenses are crap. Like Gardevoir in general, its physical defenses suck. It sucks. Let's have Reflect on it. And like, yep, just settle defense. But it's a fun mon to have. Especially its fairy type, it does become weak to steel, which is steel is also strong against fairy. But it also can counter dragon types easily now, especially say leap forward Drake really or whatever. If you battle Drake before, he does have dragon types really, which can be really helpful with especially a Gardevoir team. Now the problem is, unfortunately I already used Gardevoir before in the past, but however, we could potentially get Gallade. That will be awesome to have. That'll be pretty awesome. So see, Gallade is not a fairy type because it becomes a psychic fighting type. So we do only when it's a Gardevoir because of fairy type, not Gallade. So because we also have a nice another fighting type for our team. So I'm all in for that actually. So let's see, we might knock it out. Let's see. Yep, those fired. Yeah, that quit. She's above my other mods. That's okay. That's alright. But you know what? Ralts is a fun one to have. I recommend having a Gardevoir one if you're first time experiencing, Gardevoir. I killed Raltis, unfortunately. Sorry, Raltis. I killed you. Whoops. But that's alright. But want to see, want to show you guys a little bit of experience on what team building is all about. It's fun to have, but I do want to see what else we can get too. Especially just walk outside the grass, we just see what we can get. Because when you hear that little Dex Nav activate, that's where the mon will pop up, or hear Pokemon's cry, like Surskit or C-Dot. It'll pop up. So that can be right here. Maybe we'll find something interesting. Oh, hey, actually, we might find a shiny, maybe, possibly. But I do want to get that Ralts for the Pokédex. But that's one of the rare mons I talked about, because we also get Surskit, which is also another mon. It does. All the problem is it's bad. It's really bad. It's with Masquerain, it loses its water typing. It doesn't become water typing. It's a bug flying, which is kind of sad. And we have Silver one, which is good too. No, especially if you don't like Wurmple, you bound to like Surskit though. Be good for that gym, especially that gym battle. I won't be able to spoil it too much, but let's see. All right, well I tried. All right, nothing yet so far. We'll have the We'll probably end at Petalburg City and call it apart here. They're trying to make something to try to be more like. Maybe like 35, maybe 40 minutes. So maybe fight to level 11 at this point. Yeah, we'll probably get to that chance as well. Also, just gonna solo Torchic here for the time being. Youngster Allen. Also, I'm surprised I can get the other mod too, because there's also flying stuff I haven't got yet either, to be honest. So I never know what the Pokemon are gonna have really. You like kind of know, kinda. Because you're dead to be expert really. Teach you around a little bit. Here's Talo. That's one of the newer mods here to introduce. One of the very fun flying types in the game, which has been awesome. Oh, that's a nice crit too on Taylor too. Which ironically I already used Taylor before, so I can't really use it on the team, which is kind of so I can't use Swallow. I already used Gardevoir already, so I can't use Gardevoir. Shouts out for Sapphire for that. First set of berry trees. There we go. First set of orange berry trees introduced. Petra berries and orange berries gonna be helpful. I mean, beginning of the game, like those berries can be helpful, but at the same time, it's not that great. For like the first beginning of it, yeah, but at the same time, the second time, those can be crap anyway. First, last introduced. That's Tiana. Zigzaggers. I'm also naming it's gonna be Zigzaggers for now. That's gonna be pretty fun to just have. Remind me of the comments below the name tag. Alright, so the scene will be interesting to see. I'm gonna probably use the bathroom, actually. But for now, the team I have is coming up. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, and I get the crit later. It's gonna be an interesting team building to have. I could probably potentially get a chance to get the mons. I have to trade with somebody, so I'll probably get my trading buddy with me. So we're also gonna have a few guests over too, a couple guests here and there, which will hopefully meet for like every gym battle. Hey, it's May. Hello. No, my circle path's not that great. It's bad. All right. Holy cow, it comes in handy. Ah. Look up there. Check him out, Azure. Oh yeah, of course we saw that. We saw it before. Wingulls too. Beauty flies. That's a cool. They kind of feature that too. I like the little features they did in the game with the Wingulls. You can just fly over. You can see them in the Pokedex. Those were beauty fly, weren't they? Weren't they? I'll have to check my Pokedex out later for sure. But wow, you already made the Route 102, huh? Guess it's really true when time flies when you're with a friend. That's the truth. That is true. Oh look, there's Petalburg already. Azure, your dad. He's jiggling at Petalburg City, isn't he? I should try to take on myself. Want to train my Pokemon a bit more. Get some off then, Azure. Let's meet again sometime. Alrighty. Oh, you got something here. Oh, that's for the Beautifly. So, yeah, there's a Beautifly. Again, evolves from Wurmple. If you have Silcoon, that's the mon we talked about. So, it's a good, fun mon that it's a bug flying type. Like I said before, I compared to both Beautifly and Dustox styles. I go over Dustox over Beautifly. I know it's crazy to me to say, but I prefer Dustox over Beautifly. Honestly, I'll probably evolve mine at nighttime. So if I have my Wurmple, I can evolve my Wurmple during nighttime. It'll be a fun experience. Last 6 of encounters here, we can actually go to Petalburg and end the episode off. Then I gotta pee. So this should be like a good old 30-minute episode, maybe a few 30 minutes. I'll probably leave some cuts out here and there. But this is a good introduction for like the first set of episodes, so I can introduce you guys a little bit about the game and share my thoughts on the game experience. So, alright, that's fine. About maybe like 40-minute episodes here, but it might take a while. Oh, I didn't mean to press this, but okay. We're in Petalburg City, but I met my dad. Here's Norman. Not bad, it was a good battle. Thank you, sir. You might challenge me again anytime. I'll be looking forward to seeing you and your Pokemon again when you're a bit stronger. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna do a special training with Pokemon and I'll challenge this gym again. Thank you for the battle, Mr. Norman. Why, but it's an Azure. So you finished moving in? I see. Well, you shouldn't stand around here talking. You want to come in for a bit? We can talk in the gym. This will also be our first time in the gym, by the way, too. It's kind of cool. But I also like the designs they made for the gyms. It's pretty unique. Especially for like a remake, it's pretty good. I like the new designs though too. You'll probably see a better perspective when we get out of this cutscene. You know, we're sure surprised you managed to get out here by yourself. Oh, I see. I'm making a good start. No, it's not. It's not great, Dad. It's not great. Fuck this. It's not a great team. Just torturing myself. Fuck you. I mean, well, I'll have Zigzaggers. Decided to pick up for its ability. I hate to also go that way to look that up actually. Excuse me. I'd like to get a Pokemon, please. Ah, this kid. Of course. Aren't you? You're Wally, right? Yes. I'm supposed to go stay with my relatives in Vernon town for a while. Oh, Mike's falling. There we go. Caught it. I was like, oh wait, Mike's falling down. And the Mike's just tired of Wally's voice. Jeez. I thought we might be lonely by myself, so I wanted to bring a Pokemon with me. But I never caught a Pokemon by myself. I'm not sure if I can. I see. Azure, you heard that right. You go with Wally, make sure you can catch the Pokemon. Wally, here. I'll lend you one of my Pokemon. There's some random things I give for no reason. Oh wow, your Pokemon, sir? I'll give you a Pokeball too. So give it your best. With one ball remaining. This was kind of really confusing though. I was like, how do you catch a Mon with one Pokeball left? Jeez, that Pokeball must have given him always some luck. Oh, but he's adorable. I actually like his design though. He's just so cute. It's adorable though. Kind of reminds me of my girlfriend when she's that shy. Azure, you'll come with me, right? Yeah, sure. Why not? I love his facial expressions. They're so cute. In the game, all these people's facial expressions are so adorable. Azure, Pokemon hide in tall grass like this, don't they? Please stay there and watch and see if I can catch one properly. Whoa! Very shy kid, isn't he? Yep, there's Ralts again. So this was basically just our tutorial to catch Pokemon really, which we already know how to do this. So we already know weaken the Pokemon first and catch it. So this is like an average Pokemon tutorial. So I don't worry about it. I can probably skip it, but there's most people who never really played this. So that's the best I can teach. Well, the game really just teaches you how to play it. This is a chance I'm gonna make. What if, there's a theory. What if you never caught the what if you never caught the Ralts before he hit the Verdant Turf? That would be pretty sad though. Oh yeah, I like when he has a Pokeball, but normally basically he just gave him like what, 1 in the original? But basically here he gives you 15. Yeah, 1 Pokeball. Again, this game is remarkably generous. Especially Gen 6 is very generous at giving us so much. That's the thing. I did it! It's my own Pokemon! Thanks so much, Azure. Let's head back to the gym. So did it go well? Yes, it did. Thank you. Let me give your Pokemon back, sir. And you, Azure. Thank you so much for coming with me. It was all thanks to you that I was able to catch Ralts. My very own Ralts. Lucky you. I will always treasure it. Oh, I know. It's not much of a thank you, but Azure? Will you let me see your Pokédex Plus for a second? Okay, that and I'm there. Alright. Cool. That's very nice. I read a book how you use the play now to take care of your Pokemon and train them. There's even supposed to be this thing called the PSS, which you can meet with other trainers and battle friends and more. One have my own Pokemon for so long, and to do all those kind of things together. So I've had to use all kinds of adaptations installed on my Pokédex Plus for ages. Embarrassing, huh? I'm gonna try my best with together with Raltus. You do your best too, Azure. Oh, but my mom's waiting for me. I gotta get going. I'll meet again, Azure. And you too, Mr. Norman. That boy will be keep working. Town. This challenge Jim and Roxanne. After her, go on to other Pokemon gyms to defeat their leaders as well. Like badges from them, understand? Of course, I'm a gym leader too. I'm sure we'll battle one day. But that will only be after you become stronger, Azure. Alright, let's just go end this episode here on a high note, because I'm just like, this is crazy. All these wonderful, all this crazy stuff happening right now. So I have to leave some time stamps here, because this is gonna give me a few, probably this is probably the most of the cuts for this session today. So Phoenix, if you can, hopefully we don't have to make you work too much. So get some coffee while you can, get a latte while you can if you're at your local Starbucks, and be like, yep, time to edit. Have fun with these videos, dude.
That mean the bitch got to drop on us. My back is against the wall. This is not a test. It's the real deal. Help me. Help me.
Alright, we'll save here for now. The first save session here. So team moving forward here, we're not going to go to be too lucky. We need to check actually the one that ended off in before the episode started. So also, I should probably look at the Pokédex too, by the way. This is the Pokédex design. Totally, that is, look at the bottom, that's totally not a Game Boy Advance. Totally not a Game Boy Advance. And totally not a Game Boy Advance SP. We get to the beginning. Totally. Alright. Ends here. Nope. So, this is only the beginning. Alright. End of episode for now. We'll come back on maybe like next week. So, you got a few more recordings here to do, and then probably gonna end the segment here. AzureBlaziken, signing out for now. Thank you for watching, and remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more Pokemon content like this. I'm glad it's back. Pokemon content's back on my channel. Hooray! I've done it in a while, since Pokemon Zeta days. So, tell your friends. Subscribe. Tell them to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's very important. Alright, take care everybody. Have a great and safe weekend. I'll see you guys back here next week. Take care.